early in the morning and we are going mushrooming. We will visit 3 islands with a boat and hopefully we will end our adventure with a full basket of mushrooms. We arrived to the first island, to the first locality, and here should be Chantarelles. So let's have a look.
Find the mark.
Yes, and the tricky to be found. We had a mark here for Chantarelles place, but now we can't find it. Don't worry, I can already spoil now that we will find Chantarelles later and on a different island. Here are some punikitatti. Let's see, they tend to be warmer, but this seems healthy.
Yes, very good. The leg a little bit wood, so
When we pick mushrooms from the genus Boletes, we usually remove the sponge part, which is on the other side of the cap, the pores and tubes. That's because this part tends to hold a lot of water. It's soft and sticky, not especially very tasty. However, worms like this part very much. There is a couple. I just killed one mosquito and it already sucked a lot of blood. It's also part of mushrooming. This is mustarousko. In English it's ugly milk cap. It has a bit bitter taste and it must be boiled before another preparation, and it's used in mushroom salads. However, ugly milk cap cannot be used for commercial selling because it has been found out that it can have carcinogenic effect. Many Finns consider it as just some phobia from mushrooms and prepare it anyway. If you want to make mushroom salad from it, you must pick it in the forest. But it has some sort of bitter taste, so one must get used to it. there are some marks of beaver activity. Beaver cut some aspens here. More of punikitati. Some of them are really big. And this one is enormous. I for interest took this large one, and we will see how it looks inside, because these big ones tend to be wormy, and usually we just pass them if there are a lot of mushrooms around. Okay, so compared to the smaller one, the leg is bad. The whole head is also bad. Here is one mushroom I'm specifically very happy about finding. It's Bala oraka. It's less aromatic, but the consistency is very good. It can be prepared on the pan just like a steak, and it's very delicate and mild. Hopefully we can find more, but this is first sign that they are around. This is milk cap haaparuusku, and must be boiled, or?
Yes, and it is the most common mushroom in sienisalaatti, also in when it's metsäsienisalaatti in kauppa.
Okay, so this probably doesn't taste very much bitter, I guess.
No.
Yes, it's lightly violet. There are another two individuals.
Not there.
Okay. That's it from the first island. We have some punikitati, then few Chantarelles, musta rousku, some another type of rousku, and what was the last one? Bala oraka. Now we are continuing to another island. We are now going to have a coffee on a place where we saw in the beginning of the summer saimasil. In Finnish it's norppa, and since then we were there a couple of times and haven't had luck to see it again, so let's see how it will be this time. It was there sleeping on the rock, and immediately after spotting us it went below the water surface and disappeared. It was there in the back. We always come very silently in case it would be there again. but it seems that nothing this time again. And I guess we are taking perunalepuska.
Yes.
Now we arrived to another island. It's more sunny. And here should be generally a lot of mushrooms. This island is usually very rich in punikitatti and also chantarelles. So let's see what all we can find here. Aha, great! Here are some Vala oracas.
Here is quite beautiful ugly milk.
Yes, we decided that this one is this ugly milk cap is too ugly, so we are not taking this. But this one seems good and fresh. When they are cut, they produce milk which gets dark in contact with air, so then it can look dirty and ugly, but it doesn't mean that there is something wrong with the mushroom. Here is another one, but I think that they have such a strong taste that one doesn't need a full basket of these. Just few of them to add them to the mushroom salad, but they are really bitter. So for some people as me, it's too strong mushroom. Here is this lehmantatti. It's good for drying. Are we taking it? Lehmantatti or? Now it's time when there are so many kinds of mushrooms in big numbers that we are arrogant towards it and we are very selective. Few weeks ago we would take it without hesitation. Here is one lehmantatti. Here is unfortunately old herkkutatti. Very bad. I originally thought that this is herkkutatti, but it seems that it's very young lehmantatti. But I think that this one I will take because it seems very fresh, like totally good. These punikitatti are so huge that they are cutting themselves. And here is another couple. We have here a situation that we thought that these are Vala or Raka. They look, maybe they are more orange, but now we are not sure. Mushrooms often have variability in colors and shapes to a certain amount, but these seem too strange. This is how they look like, and for comparison I will put here Vala or Raka, so one can see that the color is more orange, darker.
Do you experience any kind of smell difference since you have very accurate?
Yes, can I get this one? Yes, indeed, they smell differently. Vala or Raka smells a bit more aromatic, so we are leaving it here in the forest. Here are again more of Punikitatti. Maybe I could again try one of the big ones if it will be warm or not. So let's see. Oh, surprisingly it's healthy inside, but now when we can choose, the consistency is not so good anymore. Okay, so we have here first herkkutatti, which is healthy and hopefully, and it can be picked. Okay, so the like seems to be warmy, but from here it's good, and here completely healthy. This is the third island where we are searching for mushrooms. I know here about a good place for chantarelles where we are now going, and I also want to pick some haperot. Disadvantage is that they must be used right away because they cannot be well dried or even frozen. So here is one large Punikitatti, and my guess is that it won't be very good, that it will be wormy and blackish inside, but I want to try because I'm always very impressed by these large mushrooms. So let's see. Okay, like surprisingly seems okay. Okay, it's like maybe not so good. It was only on the bottom, but one can see that here is already starting some mold, so definitely don't want to eat this. Look at these. So many and very big. We have here super chanterelles harvest.
Did you notice this quite noisy black woodpecker?
Yes. And this is how look like our baskets after intensive picking on this specific patch. And there are still more chanterelles there. This mushroom is very dangerous. It's Carpasieni. Don't eat it. And now we are going to see one very special place where is high probability to find Musta torvisieni, because we found them there approximately 2-3 weeks ago. So maybe they will be there again, and I can see here one very amazing mushroom. I must for interest try if it's healthy. So let's see. This is typical example how look like old mushrooms. That a lot of worms. Here also the leg is inside like this. Only occasionally they are good and at some places, but in this island almost all of these big punikitatti are in this condition. There are so many punikitatti and very big, but I must confess that I'm now a bit lazy to try their health condition, because I'm aiming for a bit different type of mushrooms, Musta torvisieni. By this stone is the best place for Musta torvisieni. So let's go to explore it there. Aha, and I can see the first one. Musta torvisieni are best for preparing mushroom soup because they have their own very specific strong taste and they give a lot of flavor to the soup. Here are some more chantarelles. Chantarelles can usually last very long and only occasionally they can get bad. But here is the proof that it can happen. These are not pickable anymore, very moist. This mushroom is called hapero. There are many kinds of haperot of different colors: purple, green, yellow. This one is orange. And one cannot make mistake when picking them because they are not poisonous. There is only one species which shouldn't be picked, and that's called the Sickener. It has red color and it can be very easily identified just by tasting. That when it's burning on the tongue or it tastes however unpleasant, it means that it shouldn't be picked. And even this Sickener is not very bad. One just have some belly aching when eating it and got problems. So haperot are safe mushrooms to pick. Yes, but this one is wormy. That only shows how tasty they are. Let's try this one, if it's the Sickener. It's burning and it's bitter, so this one is not good. Here is another red one. This one is also not good. About the red haperot, I feel that when I taste them, they 99% taste bad. So this is why I don't even try anymore. I usually pick different ones, but for this video I decided to go through the testing again, tasting. Here's one more pinkish. So I will try if this one is eatable. It looks different than the previous ones. This one is good. My favorite are Kelta haperos, the yellow ones, because they have very mild, delicate taste and one can eat a lot of them and they still taste good. Not like some... I think that the green hapero is very aromatic. Here is one Kelta hapero which I like very much, but disadvantage is that they tend to be wormy, and this one is not an exception, so must be left here. But I will still try to find some good ones. Oh, there is some very large worm. Okay, I will leave it here so the worm can peacefully eat it. Here is another Kelta hapero, very small, but then it's even better probability that it will be good. Yes, this one seems very perfect. It's going to the basket. Very tasty mushroom which can be eaten even as raw. And I like it maybe the most when the whole head is fried on the pan. But unfortunately it's completely wormy. on large kelta happero, but after my experiences on this island, I think that there is no doubt that it will be wormy.
As an appetizer, we fried on the pan large pieces of various mushrooms, just on a little bit of oil and using salt and pepper as spices. Then we fried small pieces of mushrooms, again with salt and pepper. They release water as mushrooms usually do, so I waited for the water to evaporate. Then I added cream and green part of the spring onion. This time we had as a side dish couscous, which went perfectly with the mushroom mixture.